Hello everybody, this is Froito Bob here, and welcome to race number 7 in the 2020-21 NROL Siemens National Series season. This is the Train Sim World 2 300 at the Texas World Speedway. So we're getting a little bit deep into the season now. We've seen some interesting action. We saw Austin Cindric win last weekend at Circuit of the Americas, and of course Noah Gragson getting his first career win the week before at Texas Motor Speedway. So it's been a pretty interesting Texas swing so far. Seeing a pretty action-packed race at Texas Motor Speedway and a not so action-packed race at Circuit of the Americas. However, we're back on a more standard oval. So this time around things should be more interesting. We got Brad Keselowski in his final race, and yeah, I guess without further ado, let's give you the starting grid for the race. So on the pole, this one is indeed Brad Keselowski. Alongside him, second is Jeb Burton. Third is Bob Films. Fourth is Noah Gragson. Fifth is Hednet. Sixth is Nia. Seventh is A. John Mendinger. Eighth is Austin Cindric. Ninth is Michael Annett. 10th is Sebastian Chuckalon. 11th is Ryan Teague. 12th is Tyler Tomasi. 13th is Russell David. 14th is Jose Mills. 15th is Andy Logan. 16th is Casey Nanico. 17th is Matthew Brown. 18th is DJ Reed. 19th is Maya Snyder. 20th is Justin Haley. 21st is Lexi Pulse. 22nd is Justin Allgaier. 23rd is Keyshawn Richardson. 24th is Russ Singh. 25th is Harrison Burton. 26th is Nathan Armand. 27th is Edward. 28th is Brad Graff. 29th is Fitzwater Sr. 30th is John Doe. 31st is Felix Shane. 32nd is Chase Briscoe. 33rd is Brandon Jones. 34th is Riley Herbst. 35th is Cody Goforth. 36th is Damon Blue. 37th is Austin Murray. 38th is Ernie Irvin. 39th is Bob Porter. 40th is Shane Lamb. 41st is DJ McLaughlin. And 42nd and last is Kent Ryan. So, there you have it. That's your race setup, so let's now begin. Alright, engines are fired up. And the cars are rolling off. So a few things I want to point out straight off the bat. So for this race, I'm actually recording this in a different way. This isn't the same usual way that I do. Things are a little bit different this time around because I've noticed that the quality on the races that I've recorded so far this season isn't really up to my liking, and I've noticed that the quality in OBS's recordings have taken a bit of a downturn in recent updates. So what I've actually done is I've downdated OBS to a version that came out in late 2018 because that was really sort of the last ever version of OBS that I had before the recording went all messed up. I think that it actually had to do with some of the settings, but just to keep it simple, I've just opted to just go with an earlier version of OBS, and in the testing that I did, the quality was improved and the frame rate was hopefully good as well. Well, it was pretty good in the recording, as I say. There wasn't that much lag. The only real lag there was the video game lag. And I will say I didn't do too much in-depth testing. This is the first ever like big time race that I'm recording with this new recording setup, so this should be fine. I hope it's going to be improvement. I was initially going to use Bandicam, but Bandicam is even worse. Like the quality is up to par, but the frame rate isn't. So, you know, I've tried to find a good balance between the quality of the video and the frame rate as well. And I think I found a pretty good combination with this older version of OBS. I'll have to look at after this recording and just see, and I hope it isn't too messed up. So anyway, here we are onto the front straightaway, Texas World Speedway. And green flag is in the air for the Train Sim World 2 300. Should be a good one. This is actually my second attempt at recording this race because I recorded this. I didn't record this race the first time, but I didn't start to record this race, and then I had some problems and gave up after a while. But it's a new day, and it's a good day to drive. Jeb Burton side by side with Brad Keselowski on the back straightaway. It's all the part-timers up here now doing battle, including a Cup Series driver, Brad Keselowski, but Jeb Burton going to take the lead with Bao Kylan and Phelps behind him. Bao Film's going to look a little bit low on Jeb Burton. And Jeb Burton, it's close, but Jeb Burton will lead the first lap of the day, but Bao Kylan Film's looking low. Bao Films has made quite a few starts in this over 9,000 car by now in this season, and he still has yet to get a W. Could that change today and he gets his first W of the year? There's also a pretty treacherous track, and in my first attempts at recording this, there was some crashes a little bit early on in the race. I'm not sure how soon we're going to see a crash in this one, but either way, the action is already ramping up as Michael Annett now takes the lead. Yeah, this might be another one of those races where they just do a conveyor belt. Anyway, yeah, so I should mention if you're noticing any lag, there is some video game lag, I will say, but Yeah, anyway, Michael Annette getting squeezed on the outside. Anthony Logan going to go all the way to the bottom lane, and Anthony Logan goes to the lead. And they haven't crashed yet, and they've crashed now! Oh, okay, and the field wrecks behind them. It's a big accident. We're going to look at that in a moment, but first we need to watch the race back to the line. Looks like now it's going to be a duel between Anthony Logan and Justin Haley, as the two are going to go head-to-head. Justin Haley is going to stick behind him, but Anthony Logan is going to win the race back to the line. Wow. I mean, I kind of saw the crash coming after my test attempts, but of course this is, you know, an official race, so what happens in this race will matter. So let's turn back time and see what actually happened to bring out the caution. You saw it in the corner. Now let's look at it more up front. It looks like that it involved a few significant drivers. Hang on. I think Henne got involved. Let's look at Henne for a second. As video like it's about to happen. So Henne. Look at the far chase camera. Yeah, it looks like he was the first one, and then he just got squeezed. So Russell David's on the inside. He makes contact with Henne, and then Henne gets turned by Biocom Films, and Russell David gets involved as well. And just a big stack up occurs behind them. Wow. Very big stack up indeed. Look at that. Cars going absolutely everywhere. It's a complete mess. Some guys are going to make it through. Other guys, however, are not going to be so lucky. Biocom Films, I was just talking about him. He's got damage already. And Russell David, he did get involved in the accident, but he's not out of the game yet. So we'll have to see. Although it looks like there was some bigger crashes. Like look at that tire smoke. Let's see what happened here. I think, you know, after the wreck had started, it didn't stop for a little while. Oh, it looks like Riley Herbst got involved with Edward. Let's see what happened there. Oh, so everyone is just on the infield, everyone all confused, and Riley Herbst gets into it with Edward, and the two both spin around and hit the outside wall. And Edward, with the very lucky escape, he's lucky he doesn't get hit by anyone, and it looks like Herbst is going to get hit by anyone as well. So it's not too big of a crash. I don't think anyone's going to be out of the race, actually. But this will definitely change quite a bit in this race. So that puts Anthony Logan in the lead. Everyone's got others behind. Brandon Jones up here now. You don't usually see Brandon Jones up here. So first caution of the day already. To be fair, I did see it coming based on my first attempt, and I should mention I didn't actually get very far in my first attempt, but I didn't get far enough to know that there was going to be a caution very early in the race. And yeah, so it looks like everyone that spun out is going to have to come on the pit road. Meanwhile, everyone that made it through unscathed will stay out on the track. Yeah, Russell David and a lot of others. Man, Biocom Films. I complimented him at the start of this race, but he's gonna have his work cut out for him now. Russell David as well. He's had one or two good runs here in the Siemens National Series, but just never been there for the win. And this is the third and final race as a part of the Texas Swing. Of course, it's the Siemens National Series, so maybe tomorrow in the Skills Cup Series, Russell David could go in and impress there. Also, Ken Drive was one of the ones that got the lucky escape. So it seems that half of the field made it through, and the other half just didn't. As you can see. Yeah, so everyone just trying to organize each other. And I should also mention, this is Brad Keselowski's final Siemens National start of the year. And in all 4 races, he's had no success at all. Like every race, he's running up front, but then he crashes out. Russell David, he got plenty of chances to make something happen in the Siemens National Series, but not this time. It happens to be back in the number 124 car at Tobaba Motorsports. So Texas is actually taking a week off this time. Austin Cindric's still stuck on pit road. Wow, that's your defending race winner. The field is lined up once again. And I think Austin Cindric is off the track. We'll have to see if he comes back later. Okay, let's not out on the pace car. Let's go another lap. Let's see what happened to Austin Cindric. Okay, he seems he's back on track. But we may have to wait a little while until he actually comes back out to race. So let's fast forward now to the start of the race, or the restart of the race itself. So here we go again. And green flag is in the air once again. So any look with Canadian. Oh, here's Austin Cindric. He just joined us at the very last second. Wow. Hang on, let's see that again from Austin Cindric's perspective. Because he did some. Yeah. So wow. So he came back on the track just as the front runners were about to take the green flag again. I mean, let's look at that. Yeah, Austin Cindric he actually got a bit of a speed advantage. So he's actually going to get on in front of Anthony Logan, might get his last back. You know, if Austin Cindric is ahead of Anthony Logan, if there were to be another caution, he'd be able to get his lap back. Anyway, so the field already getting dicey for the lead. As Austin Cindric is now in the way. Oh, Anthony Logan gets shoved high, and Brandon Jones goes all the way to the bottom. Brandon Jones to the lead. Oh, dearie, dearie me. There is something very wrong with this picture. But yes, Brandon Jones is going to take the lead for probably a brief second. He's got Cody Goforth and others behind him. As Cody Goforth is going to look below him, but Austin Murray going to look even lower. 3 wide for the lead still. But it looks like Austin Murray's going to have the spot here. No Gregson though looking as well. Everyone's looking, I should say. Bob Hunter's up here. I don't know how many people expected Bob Hunter to be running up front this year. I mean, he already did it for none of the last at Las Vegas. Here he is up front again here at Texas World Speedway. So the field's a bit more spread out this time round. So we'll see how long until they wreck. 3 wide for second. Casey Nanico going very low. And Maya Snyder going even lower. Ooh, the field getting... Oh, and they spin again! That was probably to be expected, but of course we had to pay attention to this for a bit. As Noah Gragson leads the front of the pack, but Maya Snyder going to look low. First time really seen him up here this season. Looks like Maya Snyder is going to win the race back to the line. Alright. So Maya Snyder could be on the point on the restart. But now let's turn back time and see what happened again. Looks like this time it involved Shane Lamb just got spun around by someone else. It's a very similar incident to what happened earlier. Because we see here, yeah, he gets caught up by Cody Goforth. Yeah, they get caught up. And they spin. I say that Shane Lamb was the only one that actually spun. Looks like the rest of it was able to avoid the accident. Alright, no more collisions. It's a pretty small spin, but... Oh well. Line them up and go again. Yeah. Quite a few of these guys low on the track. I think because they're pitting. No. Oh, yeah. A lot of the front runners now. Can't drive staying out. So I guess now the entire field is coming down pit road. Everyone. except for can't drive. Wow. So can't drive is going to be up here, the only driver that didn't pit, and can't drive is still on the lead lap. Where is he? Oh, yep, he's on the lead lap, so he's gonna be leading on the restart, probably the only lap that can't driver is gonna lead in his whole career ever. So yeah, so the entire field that time came down pit road. So everyone's gonna be in quite a number of different positions on the restart. Andy Logan, though, he did have the lead for a bit, and now he's back out in front. Harrison Burton very low on the track for some reason. Looks like he's going to come back down pit road again, which isn't really the smartest thing to do. I mean, didn't he just pit? I guess he did, but he's going to go down again for some reason. So is Noah Gragson. And a few others. Oh, a bit of racing under the caution here. Oh, Freya McShane with a blown motor. What happened to her? Lots of chaos on pit road, as it seems. Man, her season has been horrible. Oh, I see what happened. There was a lot of collisions on pit road. No wonder. Wow. I guess that's what happens when you have literally everyone on pit road. There's collisions occurring. Let's see. We'll start here. Talato Mazzy trying to get to his pit stop, but then he gets held up here. And the field behind him just trying to do their own thing. They just can't. Wow, big mess on pit road. Wow. So it looks like most field's gonna make it through, but some guys now with a blown motor. Austin Cindric having a very bad day. Dear, oh dear. Freya McShane, she has had absolutely no luck this season, and now she's got a blown motor. He's gonna take her out of this race. Alright, well, anyway, we'll skip forward a bit. Yeah, so it looks like everyone got held up behind her for a bit, but yeah, she's come down the road now. It's like her day's gonna be over. So yeah, I guess that's the downsides of literally everyone coming up here at the same time. Of course, it's gonna be collisions. So we'll line them up and try again. At this point, I think we're all expecting just a big accident to take out a lot of guys. A lot of guys indeed. Harrison Burton coming back out. Well, he's likely going to be all the way back at the end of the fields. Yeah, Bob Ponderberg Road, Keyshawn Richardson, and all the guys that had to mess up under that last caution. So lights are on the pace car. So we're going green this time by. Some guys, however, out of this race permanently. So Can't Drive is on the lead, on the point. Uh, that's not gonna go over well. But with that being said, green flag is in the air once again. Everyone already looking for a way around Cannon Drive because he's so slow. In fact, quite a few guys had slower restarts. It's like Anthony Logan, Casey Nanico are going to be the quickest ones to get away. So we're back up to speed. Well, the field got pretty wide up on that restart. So Anthony Logan's got Casey Nanico behind him. And John Doe out here as well. So the top three is now begun to separate themselves from the rest of the pack. Which is probably a good thing. But only time will tell. Yeah, so John Doe now getting into the draft. It looks like it's only a three-man race, but it's just that they're separated from everyone else behind them. So let's take back here. Actually, John Doe's probably about to take the lead. We're not really talked about him this season. So back here, yeah, that's where everyone's doing all this crazy stuff. Although the field is more spread out, we should get some more clean laps in. And Logan looking low on John Doe. Casey Nanico still with the lead. Could he be the first repeat winner in the Siemens National Series this season? You know, although that race in Las Vegas that he won was really the only race that he looked good. But now he's out in front here at Texas World Speedway. Might get that second W. He's got some tough competition behind him though. They got two Toyotas and a Ford. All trying to go at it for the lead. John Doe looking low. So the field really got split up, and it looks like they're actually getting even more split up now because we got the top three. It seems like he's pulling away from the rest of the pack. Is John Doe gonna slide into second? And Logan though looking low. So at least we continue battle for the lead. You got the rest of the field. Quite a bit of aggressive stuff going on, but there's so much going on up front, it's hard to ignore. See, now it's come to a point where, yes, there's action going on in the midfield, but there's also a lot of action up front as well. There's just three guys. Three different drivers have broken away from the lead pack and are now going at it. As now, here comes John Doe. They are actually going to go three wide for the lead, and John Doe with the surge underneath them. He might have a spot here if he can hold off Anthony Logan on the straightaway. And Anthony Logan still has a bit of speed. Yeah, John Doe trying to clear Anthony Logan, but just hasn't got the speed to do it on the straightaway. He's not safe yet. Here's Chase Briscoe. He's going to slow him up. Chase Briscoe very slow today as a result of what happened earlier. That's allowed Casey Nanico to get the spot. He's pulled away now. The top three as a whole is pulled away. So the top three now spread out from each other. And it looks like the midfield behind them might be catching up. Here's CJ McLaughlin. He's doing really, really good in this race, actually. He's only making a handful of starts this year, and here he is running up in 4th. You know, the top three pretty spread out now. Let's see if they can get back together. Yeah, John Doe, he's trying to get there. I think he will. There's quite a few slow cars now. Like, all because of the chaos that happened up here road and the 2 cautions. It looks like these are the only 3 drivers that are any good for winning now. Like, that's kind of interesting as John Doe now goes to the lead. Yeah, we're not even at the halfway point in the race yet. And we're already down to just 3 cars that have a legit shot at winning this race. Unless maybe another caution comes out. As John Doe getting held up by a couple other slow cars. Yeah, there might be quite a few drivers a lap down after this one. But that's okay. Because we have 3 drivers, all of which are rookies, all new to the Siemens National Series. Casey Nanico, though, already got 1 win under his belt. John Doe going to fall back to 3rd. So, you know, these top 3, they've all pulled away from the rest of the pack. And the only way that, and it looks like, unless the pack has got something in store, these 3 might just duke it out. Like, the only thing that can bring this pack together is either green flag pit stops or another caution. So we've had 2 cautions to start out this race, but now that the field is spread out a bit, we're getting a lot of clean laps in now. And honestly, the more clean laps, the better, because otherwise we'd be here for a while. So Texas World Speedway, certainly an interesting case. The NROL series did actually race here way back in the day. And it's certainly an interesting track. What this track is that it's essentially a clone of Michigan International Raceway. And oh, Anthony Logan gonna get slowed up a little by Can't Drive. Gonna make it right by Can't Drive though. So Texas World Speedway, it's certainly an interesting one. Of course, we've already been to All Club, and now we're here. Oh, a couple other slow cars. I forgot about the live traffic, but they might also bring this field closer together. And yep, everyone, I'm gonna get right up. Wow, just an all-guyer. Harrison Burton being very slow cars are gonna bring the field back together. And in fact, Anthony Logan and John Doe are gonna lose their spots, as now the battle for the lead has completely changed. Casey Nanico stays on front, but now he's got some new contestants behind him. Here comes Nathan Ramon, who I was just talking about All Club Speedway. Nathan Ramon was the winner of that race. Could he also become a repeat winner? Also got A.J. Allmendinger. He's back. I forgot about the lap traffic, but yes, that also had the possibility of bringing this field close together, and it has. So Casey Nanico may have the lead for now, but now he's got some more competition behind him. Quite a lot more, actually. Although Casey Nico, he's holding his lead. But for how long? Oh, more slow cars. Oh, this is Ross saying in all center. These two actually had their mess up from up here road, so they're back on track. Albeit number of laps down now, as the front pack gets by. Man, you see McLaughlin doing really good in this race. That's a Ryan C car. Here is up in third. Although Casey Nanico, despite the field getting close together now, he still holds his ground. And here's John Doe, he's back, along with Andy Logan. I guess everyone else is just down in performance compared to these two, and now the front three are back together. Ryan Sieg up here, though, as well. I'm not sure what he's got, considering the circumstances of this race. John Doe gonna dive underneath Anthony Logan. And he's gonna look underneath Casey Nanico. And Casey Nanico had led a number of laps. John Doe is taking the lead in the cautions, come back out again. But still gotta look at the race effect of the line. John Doe holds it for now. And John Doe gonna win the race back to the line. And now everyone's starting to get around. Can drivers going very slow. But this is going to bunch up the field once again. So, let's now get to the pace car and see what happened to bring out this caution. We went quite a few laps that time without a caution, but it was probably going to happen at some point sooner or later. So let's see what actually happened. So it looks like it happened in turn 3. Oh. It was Can't Drive of all drivers. Wow. So Can't Drive is trying to go as fast as he can. He is caught up by Edward. And he gets spun. Wow. This is what the cautions came out for. Just a single car spin all because of Can't Drive getting into it with Edward. So a very small crash. I was actually expecting it to be quite a bit bigger, but ah well. So we'll line them up and try again. We had quite a number of clean laps though, so that's something. So no one coming up here road yet. Yeah, a lot of firms are staying out though. Nia coming in. These guys staying out. Dane Blue coming in. And Can't Drive will probably have to come in after what happened. No, staying out. Wow. So he's got no tires. Yeah, he's gonna stay out. Not a smart idea. But okay, I guess. So let's now fast forward a bit more, see who comes down this time. So I think these guys have 2 chances to come down pit road each time. Oh, here comes Chase Briscoe coming down pit road. Figured someone would. Can't Drive now, he's coming down pit road. He has to because he got no tires left. It's like some guys have gone to the garage or just retired from this race. Yeah, it seems that this scoring ticker doesn't actually say who's like retired or whatever. It just says how many laps down they are. Kind of wish that they would have included a bit that tells you if they're retired, but oh well. So that's the field now. Yeah. So I don't know if some of these guys went to the garage or what. Well, anyway, time for the restart. So since so many cars went a lap down, they're all going to be up here now. Yep, this is... Balcom Films lap down. Also, David, though, still hang in there. So let's see, now we're down to 24 cars in lead lap. Yeah. Once again, it's been a little bit of time since the last recorded race, but I've been trying to get back on track with recording these races. Oh, this time around we've got a new format, so things should be better from here on out. As far as the doing this project. Anyway, green flag is back in the year at Texas World Speedway. So John Doe gonna have the run. And field already going this way and that way. With John Doe out to the lead. As several drivers going all over the place. Just trying to get around the slower cars. And CJ McLaughlin has survived and still up in the third. Meanwhile, Casey Nanico is going to get a run on John Doe here. You know, this race is 63 laps long. Imagine the number 63 car won in a race that's 60 laps long. Hey, it's possible. Feel getting pretty spread out now. But as long as there's at least two guys together, there's always a possibility of some crazy event happening. So Casey Nanico is going to lead this lap once again. There's a lot of laps in this race. Oh, John Doe looking low, and Anthony Logan's back up here as well. It seems, despite the fact that everyone else is up here, these are the only three that really are going to be able to win. Because it seems these are the only three that actually want to pass each other. Especially for the lead. Because you have CJ McLaughlin, he's going to try to get into it with these guys. I mean, he's fast, but not fast enough. As Anthony Logan going to lead this lap. Nathan Ramon looking low. Yeah. Michael Annette's up here. And he's not even a lap down car. This is his fourth position. And C. McLaughlin up to second. But now Nathan Ramon off second as well. So you've got two repeat winners trying to go at it. Although Nathan Ramon might be down on just overall pace. Because Armand, I think, well, it seems to me like a lot of these guys just lost pace after the 2 cautions and the pit road incident. There's only 3 cars that are actually going for the lead and might go for the win. At this point, that's been the big 3 of this race. And we still got quite a ways to go. As Casey Nanico is going to go back underneath Anthony Logan. And he goes back to the lead once again. Anthony Logan might pull off the crossover move here. Yeah, it seems these are the only few guys that have enough power to actually pass the other for the lead. Everyone else is just there trying to do something, but they can't because they're just down power or pace or something. Now Casey Nanico back to lead. Here's John Doe. He's lost a few spots, but he's already making his way back up to the field. As Anthony Logan gonna lose, he's gonna get stuck high. That might cost him a few spots. As John Doe is now low. So it seems now you've got the front of the pack who's intervening with the battle for the lead. I think that's what they're supposed to do. But then behind them though, not too far away, is Can Driver going very slow. That got pretty scary. There's other Toyotas. Look at that, all three. Oh no, this is for the lead, by the way. Shane Lamb? Yeah, I for some reason I thought that was outkill, but no, this is all for the lead. Toyota 1, 2, 3 in the Siemens National Series. Man, how interesting would it be if Toyota's got 1, 2, 3? Of course, John Doe's probably eventually gonna come back up here and take that 3rd place spot. Unless, he's not that far back. Justin Haley also is actually gonna steal the thunder from Shane Lamb and take 3rd for a little bit. Anyway, Casey Nanico once again going underneath Anthony Logan. And unless John Doe can get back up here in time, it might be. It looks like the race is going to come down to a duel between these two. Man, John Doe's going to have to hurry up now. The race may be winding down for most of these guys in the field, but it's winding up for the leaders. Anthony Logan going back to the lead. Shane Lamb also back to 3rd. But the race is on between Anthony Logan and Casey Nanico. As Casey Nanico looks very low and is getting caught up by the lot of traffic. And Logan looking high, he's going to get trapped as well though. That's allowed Casey Nanico to get the spot. But Shane Lamb is up here now. Is one of these slower guys going to steal the thunder from the 3 best cars today? Shane Lamb into the lead. First time I've ever said that. And Ryan Sieg up here, and John Doe is now back. But Ryan Sieg looking low. But John Doe looking in the middle. It looks like he's going to try to make it 3 wide. But Ryan Sieg going to hold the position. While Casey Nanico is already back. As Can Driver going to hold up the high line. Wow. So Ryan Sieg now on her front. Wow. RSS Racing now running 1-2. That is something we have never seen in the series before. But after all, the movie chicanery, It is now 1-2 for RSS Racing, a team that has never won before. A pair of drivers that have never won before. Ryan Sieg, he's been the main driver of this team now, running full time. And then you have CJ McLaughlin, who was only running on a part-time basis, but he is in the RSS Racing number 93 in the lead, with his teammate Ryan Sieg behind him. But still quite a ways to go, all things considered. 10 laps to go this time by. There's still quite a bit of time left in this race for something to happen. But RSS Racing runs 1-2 at Texas Full Speedway, but here comes Nathan Roman, Justin Haley behind them. Well, these guys might have something to say here. And the caution's out again! Wow. Okay, a very late race caution. That's really going to shake things up now. But this race back to the line still on. Nathan Mondo looks like he's got the spot with Justin Haley behind him. But that is going to change a lot of things. A very late race caution. Wow. So let's look back and see what happened to bring out this one. Let's see if it might have been Can't Drive against somebody else. Oh, I see. Oh, Biocon. Oh, well, the camera angle wasn't that good, but Biocon Films look like he got. Oh. Oh, it was Can't Drive. Gets to the Biocon Films, well, Steve. All three Bob Motorsports cars, actually. Look at that. Wow, so Can't Drive, in one swipe, he's taken out 3 of the 4 Bob Motorsports cars. Wow. So Can't Drive, he's now become a team killer. Wow. Like, look at that. So you got Biocon Films, Hubi Lexenpulse, and Russell David, all 3 Bob, or not all 3, there's one more Bob Motorsports car, but 3 out of the 4 Bob Motorsports cars in this race, and Can't Drive was going to get into all 3 of them. Wow. First time I've ever seen that, but Biocon Films going to get the worst of it. Wow. That's the first I've ever seen that. Can't Drive. He's already out there to take out certain drivers. Now, he's just ruined 3 of 4 cars, all affiliated with the biggest team of them all. Talk about that. You know, last weekend at Circuit of the Americas, in the most boring race of the year, going to Bobbin, takes Bob Motorsports to their first victory of the season. Now only the following race in the Siemens National Series, Can't Drive takes out, or just gets involved in an accident with 3 of 4 Bob Motorsports cars. Tyler Tomasi, man, he's probably thankful that he was nowhere near that. Just imagine that, though. Actually, those were the only 3 Bob Motorsports cars out there. Like, last year, Bob Motorsports only had 3 cars in the Siemens National Series. This year, they got 4. But just imagine if they still only had 3 cars and Can't Drive just took out an entire organization. Just like that. You know, Russell David, he's already had quite a bit of beef with some other guys. He is not going to be happy with Can't Drive after that one. However, I don't think the leaders are going to be happy about this either, because that's just changed things up quite a bit in this race. Well, not too many things. Yeah, looks like these are the only guys left on the track. So this is really gonna make things interesting. Anyone coming up the road this time? Nope, doesn't look like it. Wow. So let's fast forward a little bit. Alright, so that's going to be out this time on the pace car. Oh, now it tells me. Okay, so these are all the guys that are done from the race, if you guys were curious. There's only 23 cars in the lead lap now. So lights are out. So I think this is a bit where everyone's gonna get. Maybe not. That's interesting. I guess it's so late in the race that's too late for double file stuff. So let's fast forward to the start of the race. Alright. Not gonna fast forward anymore just to be safe. Actually, more cars have retired now. So we're going to have 5 laps to go in this race when the green flag comes out. This is going to be quite the race to the win. After quite a race of a number of events, it comes down to this. Unless another car comes out, this will be a 5-lap shootout to the win. And green flag is back in the air. Nathan Amond in the lead. Anything can happen though. Looks like back here, yeah, they're already jockeying for position already. 3 wide. Ryan Sieg going low on Justin Haley. Ryan Sieg. Yeah, he's got the speed. And Ryan Sieg is going to go right underneath Nathan Amond. Those guys' teammate CJ McLaughlin behind him. And CJ McLaughlin now below him. 4 laps to go. Man, is this race really... No, the front runner's familiar. They're getting back up here now. CJ McLaughlin has the lead for now, but Anthony Logan... And Logan's been a real talking point today. So, wouldn't really be surprised if he won. But will he? Shane Lamb right behind him as well. Not the most powerful car in the field. 3 laps to go. Shane Lamb, he's only second. Ryan Sieg up there as well. Ooh, Brad Gonzalez up here. Looks like he's finally having a solid day, all things considered. Man, unless Casey Nanico can make up all of these positions in the next couple laps, this race might come down to Anthony Logan. 2 laps to go. Casey Nanico. He's going for it. 3 wide for second. Casey Nanico is going to work his way back up through the field. And he's going to have a shot to win this race. This is it. Casey Nanico now looking at the rear end of Anthony Logan. These 2 cars have been the talking point of today. White flag, 1 more lap to go. And Casey Nanico is going to go underneath Anthony Logan. This is it. This is the race for the win. Casey Nanico has the lead. And Anthony Logan getting trapped outside. I think this has just sealed the deal. And Casey Nanico is going to hold his ground and will become a repeat winner in the Siemens National Series and will win the Train Sim World 2 300 at Texas World Speedway. How about that? After all that, we now have a repeat winner in the Siemens National Series. To be fair though, it was kind of clear earlier in the race who was probably going to win. Then things got hairy near the end with that late race caution and other things happening. But Casey Nanico, he started back, I think it was like 5th or 6th something. But in 5 laps time, he's made his way back to the front. And he is now a repeat winner in the Siemens National Series. Casey Nanico really making a name for himself now. So everyone had various good and bad days, so I guess we'll look at the finishing grid for the race. So Casey Nico, your winner for this one. Michael Annett coming home second, as you may have noticed in the background, but I didn't even say anything about it because it wasn't really making anything. But Michael Annett gets second, Ryan C coming home with third, Nathan on fourth, Anthony Logan fifth, John Doe 6th, Ernie Irvin 7th, Justin Daly 8th, C.D. McLaughlin 9th, Shane Lamb 10th, Brad Kozlowski 11th, Brandon Jones 12th, A. John Benega 13th, Hendon 14th, Austin Murray 15th, Jed Burton 16th, Sebastian Checolon 17th, Edward 18th, Nia 19th, Dame Blue 20th, Greg Graff 21st, Jose Mills 22nd, Hubi Lex Post 23rd, Keyshawn Richardson 24th, Harrison Burton 25th, Balka Films 26th, Miles Snyder 27th, Ronnie Earps 28th, DJB 29th, Austin Hendrick 30th, Ross Singh 31st, Chis Bridgeco 32nd, Justin Allgaier 33rd, Ross David 34th, Cannon Drive 35th, Freeman Chain 36th, Bob Porter 37th, No Griggs 38th, Tyler Tomas 39th, Brandon Brown 4th, Cody Go 4th, 41st, and Dagger Fist Watson for 2nd. So, I just want to know how bad of a day that Top Bomb Motorsports had. Hubi Lex Post, the only Top Bomb Motorsports finished in the lap, and yeah, maybe we know why Tyler Tomasi didn't even get involved in that takeout from Can't Drive, because Tyler Tomasi apparently wasn't even in the race after a while, so that's really going to hurt his points day, but I feel like they're going to change the points in a lot. So, there you have it, Texas World Speedway. Hope you guys have enjoyed this video. If you make sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in whatever I make next.